The UK would have been the second largest net contributor to the EU Recovery Fund if it was still in the bloc, the General Secretary of Labour Leave has claimed. At the end of summer, EU leaders struck a deal on a huge coronavirus recovery package after 4 days of bitter talks. The €750 billion £668 billion coronavirus fund will be used as loans and grants to the countries hit hardest by the virus. The remaining money represents the EU budget for the next 7 years. The talks began with a divide emerging between the hardest-hit nations and those intent on a more frugal package of measures. Denmark, Sweden, the Netherlands and Austria all pushed back on an initial package of grants worth €500 billion £450 billion, reportedly causing French President Emmanuel Macron to bang his fists in anger. In the end, the £668 billion, which will be doled out in the form of grants, will sit within, and be repaid out of, the EU budget, with each country shouldering the repayment proportionate to their existing contribution to the pot. For example, Germany as the biggest net contributor will therefore be liable to pay back more. This means that if Britain was still in the EU, it would have also been liable for a considerable amount. In 2017, Germany, with a net contribution of €12.8 billion £11.68 billion, was the largest contributor, followed by the UK, with €7.43 billion £6.55 billion. In an exclusive interview with Express.co.uk, Ashford Councillor and General Secretary of Labour Leave Brendan Chilton said about the Recovery Fund, "This is the first time in European Union's history that they have agreed on a common fund that will be administered centrally and then sent round to member states. This is further centralisation of power in the EU. It is a good thing to support states that are in trouble, don't get me wrong. But this is another step to a bigger federal union. I can understand entirely why Eurosceptics in France or elsewhere don't like it. The sovereign states have real structural problems. Portugal, Spain, Italy and Spain have lots of debt, high levels of public spending and they are not as competitive as the North. You add that on top of COVID. And the EU will have to balance the books somehow.